Broadcasting from Manhattan Beach and the World Wide Web, you're listening to CHSR, HealthyLife.net.
Welcome to Pet Talk. Sharkie Zartman here. But today I have two amazing guests joining me, and also Dr. Jenna Dasa, an internationally renowned thought leader in human potential development. His new concepts and methods won him the 2015 Asia Pacific HRM Award for Outstanding Contribution. He is a feature filmmaker, master of Tai Chi Chuan, top award winner in corporate communication, and the author of Flying Penguin, How to Create Miracles in Your Life Using the 6 Dimensions of Success. And today he is joining us from Sri Lanka. And so welcome, Dr. Osaka. Well, I got to tell you, I loved Flying Penguin. I read it on the way home, and where did you get the idea for your book? Can penguins really fly?
They jump out of the water 5 or 6 feet to land on the ice at a higher level when there's a predator lurking under the ice. So they do fly under life-threatening circumstances. Then I realized that as humans, we do exactly the same thing. We create miracles momentarily under life-threatening circumstances.
We don't have to wait for a life-threatening situation to fly, though, right? Can you turn anyone from a penguin to an eagle? You say you can do this within 5 hours? Is that really possible?
We were born with this huge, vast human potential, which is still sleeping inside us. So what my book is about is not learning anything. It's more unlearning all the limiting beliefs that you accumulated based on negative experiences during your childhood.
Okay, I got it. You know, one of the things that you talk about that I found fascinating was the brain integration. And you had an exercise in there, and I have to tell you, it's the one where you move one hand in one circle and the other hand in another circle. And I was trying to do it at the airport, and I couldn't do it. I had a bunch of people trying it. That's really hard.
That's because we are intellectuals. We have become so left brain oriented, right?
Right.
And to do that, you need to let go. You need to let go of your conscious mind. So you feel the arms. So it's a whole different level of awareness, mind-body coordination.
Okay. Let's talk about your 6-dimensional model for success. Now, I've seen a lot of similar designs. You know, you have 3 in there that I haven't seen before: heart, passion, and focus. And so, why are these so important?
Gradually, over the past 30, 40 years, I observed that success requires these 6 dimensions. Basically, it's the heart, mind, body, passion, focus, and health. And interestingly, none of these people who talk about empowerment, they don't talk about health. The people who talk about health don't talk about these other aspects. So I was trying to bridge these different worlds to come up with a holistic model.
Okay, all right. And you also have a role model for each one, right? I know the one for heart is Mother Teresa, right? And who are the other role models for the other areas? Mind,
I thought, was Einstein.
Okay.
Then passion, obviously, was Michael Jackson. You like that?
Yeah, I do like that.
Focus was Mahatma Gandhi.
Okay.
Health were wild animals in their natural habitat. And for body, I took Fauja Singh, who is a 100-year-old marathon run.
Okay, all right.
This guy runs the 42-kilometer marathon in 8 hours, 25 minutes. And he's not the last one to finish the race.
Okay.
It's just that he took care of his body. So his body is functioning at a level that we can all reach if we make the necessary effort.
You know, you have so many different exercises in your book, and I know that you are into Tai Chi. Did you get a lot of your exercises from your Tai Chi Chuan practice?
Part of it came from Tai Chi because Tai Chi is founded on the Chinese philosophy of change called Tao, and Tao shows that the universe is changing all the time. Then a lot of it came from what I learned from Himalayan masters about the chakras, where my master, Master Delpe, he synthesized the wisdom of the Himalayan masters into very simple 8 exercises that anybody of any age can do.
Okay.
So it's a combination of all of that.
Okay, good. I loved the thing in your book where you talked about the BHAG. Okay, will you tell us what that is?
Oh, BHAGs.
Yeah.
BHAGs are bold, hair-raising, audacious goals.
Okay, all right.
And these are big things. Now, for example, when I wrote Flying Penguin, it's based on 40 years of research. I wrote it in 4 months, and I had a very clear goal. I wanted it to be a bestseller in 6 months.
Ah.
Even though I had never written a book before, and I had no idea how to promote my book, my BHAG was this book is going to be a bestseller in 6 months. And I'm kind of on the way to reaching that based on the 5-star reviews that I have received for my book.
All right.
So that's the BHAG.
Okay, all right. Now, I know you have another one about making a movie, right? An award-winning movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you working on that too?
I've always loved movies. When I was at the university, I spent more time watching the old classics. And the very first opportunity I had to make a movie, I decided to do that. I didn't have the money. I had no idea about filmmaking, but I decided to make it happen. And interestingly, the very first feature film I made called Salvation was shown at 5 international film festivals. It had the world premiere at the Mill Valley Film Festival in California. So that again is because I had this BHAG. If I make a film, I want it to be a great success.
Okay. All right. So you're saying dream big, okay? If you're going to have a goal, make sure it's a big one, right? A big, hairy, audacious goal. For a lot of people, they're afraid to reach that high because they're afraid they won't get there. And so some of their goals are not quite as, interesting or, but they're able to achieve them. And so why do you say our goals should be so big?
Well, the secret is once you have the goal, forget the goal. Focus on the behavior that will get you there.
Okay.
Thinking about the goal and not acquiring the necessary competencies will get you nowhere. And that's what most people do. They have goals, they dream about it, but they don't acquire the behavior that will lead to that goal. So the key is not to focus on the goal once you set it, but focus on your behavior. Acquire the necessary skills that will get you there.
Right. And then one thing that you mentioned in your book was if you start doing something, if you start focusing on behaviors, then opportunities arise. And I think you call that synchronicity, right?
Yeah, right.
So how does that work?
Basically what you do, you send a message to the subconscious mind, which is a supercomputer which has incredible power. This is what I want. And visualization is not enough. You need to live that experience as if you already have it. So you need to see it, you need to hear it, you need to feel it, you need to taste it, you need to smell it, you need to live that experience. Then the subconscious mind knows, hey, this is what I need to do, and it does it for you. For example, the book that I wrote it in 4 months, and there were no drafts. First draft was the final draft.
Really?
I told my subconscious mind, hey baby, I've done my work, now you tell me what to write. And it tells you exactly what to do if you are quiet and if you listen.
Wow. So the subconscious mind, you're saying, is a lot stronger than the conscious mind, right?
Your subconscious mind has 100 billion nerve cells, and each nerve cell has 10,000 connections. So in your brain, you have more neural connections than the number of stars in our galaxy, the Milky Way.
Ah.
So if you use that power, you can achieve any level of success.
Hey, I noticed you talk about the inner game. The inner game, is that actually seeing your goal like you have already achieved it? Is that what you're talking about?
Let's take tennis. Now, you're playing against an adversary on the tennis court. That is the outer game. The inner game is the game that you play against your internal weaknesses like lack of confidence, lack of concentration, lack of energy.
Okay.
So in order to win the outer game, you need to win the inner game, which is basically mastering your emotions, getting your beliefs and passions and effort and resources aligned towards one specific goal. Then you win the outer game naturally.
Okay. But how does a person get over fear? Because a lot of times people have these big goals and the fear just stops them.
Right. One, you change your point of view. Say, for example, you have a tennis match, and this is the final. If you go to play the match thinking, my God, if I lose this match, my friends are going to laugh at me. You change your point of view and you say, if I win, that's fine. If I lose, that's even better, because now I know what my weak spots are, which I can improve for my next game.
Oh, okay.
So you change your point of view. Second thing, fear is an ancient emotion that's difficult to control, but you can control it with your body. If you stand tall, take a deep breath and slightly clench your teeth, your fear disappears.
Oh.
This is an amazing discovery.
Really?
That your body, which is totally under your control, can neutralize fear. Say, for example, you have to make a speech in front of a group of people, and you feel very nervous. Now, if you walk tall, if you breathe deep into your abdomen, take a deep breath, and you say, listen, I'm going to make the worst speech they have ever heard. They are going to roll around and laugh. It disappears.
Okay.
And you enjoy it.
Okay.
Then fear immediately disappears.
All right, good. Well, your book is so full of just great advice and great exercises. So thank you so much for joining us today all the way from Sri Lanka.
My pleasure. It's been wonderful talking to you, Sharkie.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us.